Hi guys, it's Andrew, and today we are on discussion number 5, behavior. So, what this discussion, I decided to choose chapter 19 in the Google Analytics textbook, which basically talks about behavior. And so, what behavior is, it's described in the textbook as the ways that users interact with your website. So, there's a lot of different things that are really interesting with behavior. So one thing I thought was interesting was the behavioral flow. So the behavioral flow is kind of like a path or a roadmap in a way of like the path users take when they're on a website. So like what web pages they start on, and then like what web pages they go to next. And so I think that's like an interesting indicator on what, and it can provide valuable information on what like people gravitate more towards on your website, what they might gravitate less towards on your website. So I think that could be very useful. Another aspect about behavior, they talked about complex URLs and how those are like ways that can kind of make your website less accessible. So then the way to remedy that is through page titles. And so page titles are basically specific keywords used in order to describe or like look, sorry, not describe, but like is a way to find or search for someone's website. So page titles are very interesting because they're part of search engine optimization, and so uh, they're very interesting because it's important that they're not too. They're very specific. It's very important that they're specific and not too broad, because if they're more broad in general, then people can search certain keywords and they won't be like specific to your website. They'll be more like broad and could lead to multiple different websites, which you don't want. So that's another interesting aspect of behavior. Last thing I want to talk about is the landing pages and exit pages. So landing pages are what the first pages that someone sees when they're on your website, and then exit pages are the last pages someone sees on your website. So uh, exit pages are really interesting because they can provide you information with what people like, what kind like what pages users will like exit your website on, and so like you can kind of see like with like trends with if more like if a certain landing page has a higher percentage of users exiting, then that can be an indicator showing you that that landing page is kind of turning people away and can be an indicator of you may need to change something on that page. So my question for you guys is, how would you use the exit pages report to better your website or make your website more, um, I guess, more interesting?